really just like, we'll just have a conversation, really. That's kind of the whole point of it. It's just small conversation.
All right.
So, yeah. So I mean, I think that Nicholas should be ready fairly soon. Yeah. All right. Cool. Who are you?
My name is SingSing. I'm from the Netherlands.
From the Netherlands. How old are you?
I'm 21 years old now. I'm gonna be 22 this summer.
22 this summer. What month?
June, so it's gonna be during DreamHack even, I believe.
What day?
19.
Ooh, you're 9 days away from me. I'm 28th.
Ah, shit.
All right, we have to do a party. All right,
Ah,
so
shit, I'll delay mine.
you're from Netherlands, but you don't look like you're from the Netherlands. Where's your family from?
Both my parents are from Hong Kong, Guangzhou area, and
Alright.
they moved there before I was born. Even I was born in the Netherlands. So yeah, they're just Chinese. I'm 100% Chinese.
Do you have like dual citizenship?
Not since I've turned 18.
Oh.
Since then I've been Dutch, fairly.
Dutch.
Before that I shared my passport with my parents, so I had two passports pretty much, both Dutch and Chinese.
So when you were 18, you had to make the decision between the two? Did you have to choose one or the other, or was it just...
I'm not sure how it worked. I just got my Dutch one.
You just kept your Dutch one?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works at all.
So do you have any like brothers and sisters? Was it a big family growing up?
I have one brother and one sister. Both of them are older than me. I mean, quite a bit older actually, like 4 or 5 years each.
4 or 5 years each?
Yeah.
So you're like the young buck of the
Youngest one by
house.
far, yeah. Growing up alone pretty much.
So, I mean, was it nice your parents were paying special attention to you when you're growing up? You got everything you wanted, all that jazz?
Yeah, that's why my sister hates me. Yeah, she wants me dead, but she can't kill me.
She can't. Dude, it's those family ties.
Yeah. Sucks for her.
So, like, how was school? Like, where did you have like a special subject in school that you liked in particular?
No, not really. It's just average, you know, just school.
Did you go through like, they go through high school and then they go into college in the Netherlands, right? So
Yeah.
you finish high school, you go into college, or?
I went to college for a few years. Didn't like it at all.
No?
No, I got into just work pretty much. And I started playing games and got into this.
What did you work in anyway?
Restaurants mainly.
Restaurants. So you can cook?
I can cook.
Ah, that's right. You always talk smack at the house that you could cook better than me.
No, I
We
don't.
never did get around to that.
I never smack talked you ever, you fucking cunt. Jesus.
So you were a cook, or you were no? You were the guy
No,
picking
no,
up the
no.
plates off the table, weren't you?
And I help prepare and stuff.
You helped prepare.
Yeah.
All right. So, how long ago did the gaming start? Like, was it something that you did as a pastime because you just enjoyed it? Did you get into it by accident? Like, how did you start playing games?
Playing games in general or
Yeah, playing
competitive?
games in general.
Just games. Guess my brother just introduced me to it. Like, gave me a Game Boy, I think, or something, or a NES, one of the two.
All right. So
Not-
already, Pokemon Red or Blue.
That was like way after. That was old back then.
That was old
Well,
by then.
that was like way new, I mean. Before that was even like Dungeon Keeper and stuff, man. Like, that's when I first started.
Still didn't answer the question, thing.
I don't know, man.
So you started out with Game Boys. Did you get into consoles, or did you just go straight to PC?
I played everything, man. NES, SNES, Game Boy Advance, fucking PlayStation, Xbox, PS2. I played all of that shit.
You name it, you played it.
Pretty much, yeah.
So what was the turning point? When did you decide, okay, you know, I enjoy this one game so much, seeing as how you've played so many different games, I enjoy this one game so much that I'm going to just keep playing it, this style of game. Because you did play Han for a little bit, right?
Yeah, Dota was pretty much that one game for me. I stuck with it for forever. So you would have breaks for like 6 months or something, and then you just go back to Dota, play like one game, and it's like, huh, this game is a lot of fun, you know, let's play one more game, and then one more game becomes 20 more games. And suddenly you're stuck for like a year, and then you rage quit, and you come back afterwards again.
So Dota has always, it's like, you know, just been your gal.
That's like where you just come back to. You finish this game that just came out, and you come back to Dota. Halo comes out, play that, go back to Dota.
How long have you been playing then?
Dota?
Can you remember? It goes back that
8
far?
years or something, 7 years, I'm not sure.
7, 8 years?
Yeah.
And all that time you've just been like devoted to this game?
No, not really actually. I played publics only for the most part. I never really thought about becoming a pro gamer at the time. I never thought like I would be good enough or just necessarily tried my best. You know, I just played. I didn't give a fuck.
So you were playing Dota, but then I know that you did play Han.
I played Han for like a year or something. Yeah.
But was that after you went into this competitive? Like, when was this? So you were playing Dota, but when was the switch over to competitive? Like, you were trying to get teams, you were trying to really get it to be at that top tier of the player base. Was there like a point when that happened, or did you just kind of slip into it?
Well, not even until just recently, like the last few months. I mean, I never really tried to become the very best until like the last 6-7 months maybe. That's when I've been really watching like every single replay I've ever played in, watching replays of the best players, best teams, just everything that works in Dota 2, you know? Yeah. Before that, I just fucked around pretty much. Just play the game, see what happens, just go with the flow.
Yeah, I remember the old stream running around with Mask of Madness on Tiny and just trying to club people.
That was even before, man. I did that way back in Dota 1.
Yeah.
It just happens to be on stream now.
So you're pro in Dota 2 now. You've been at the Good Studio for a little bit with, as I said earlier, with Waga, Jarex, and Mini.
Not Jarex, actually.
Or no, pardon, not Mini, but Waga Select.
Select, yeah.
There we go. But now you're finally here in the bootcamp area here. And Jarex, you know, now that we mention him, is here. How does that feel to now have the full team together?
It feels really good, man. You can talk to each other so easily. Like when you talk to someone, you know they're listening. That's one big thing, because sometimes you can just mumble on TeamSpeak or whatever, and you're not sure if they know exactly what you mean. You just nod, yeah, and then you move on to the next subject. But here, you can't do that. You fucking listen and you get smacked in the head.
I was about to say, you can just reach around.
Exactly, you just fucking slap them.
I have so much trouble picturing you actually slapping somebody, Sing. You know?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, of course.
You actually slapped. Which one did you slap?
I slapped Jarex.
You slapped, well, he is sitting next to you. He would be easy to reach.
Yeah, exactly.
So violent, Sing. All right, so would you say that helped the bonds develop in the team? Or like, how's the team building going so far now that everybody's here?
Well, it's only been the 3rd or 4th day now, so I can't say anything yet. We'll see in like a week, I suppose. But it's been going better already, just in the last 2 days, yeah.
You feel like progress is being made?
Yeah, definitely.
And the living conditions of having, you know, your own, basically your own boot camp area. Like you have 2 rooms here where it's like your beds and your PCs.
Yeah.
So being in that area, you're comfortable with that. That feels like what you've been wanting for a while now?
Yeah, it's like, what else do you need as a gamer? Just play games all day and eat, sleep.
Do you do anything else apart from play games?
Not right now, but that's only because the TI qualifiers are so close. If it weren't this important, we would probably just go out like once a week or something together. Maybe once per 2 weeks, who knows?
Go-karting.
Go-karting, yeah.
Clubbing.
I'd win.
Ferris wheel. Go to the casinos. Yeah. Team building experiences, right?
Casinos.
Yeah.
Poker.
Poker. You play a lot of poker?
No. Someone does though.
You're just saying that?
Yeah, he calls everyone fish, but whatever, man.
What?
Yeah. No
this
shit.
Guy. I love it when, you know, big fish think they're sharks. It's cute. All right, so, I mean, you mentioned the TI qualifiers, and that's coming up. How do you feel about it going into it?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Like,
because you participated, just to make it clear, you participated in TI too last year.
Yeah, but that was like barely. We didn't play Dota for like a month.
Yeah.
At all, like any of us.
Any of it.
Yeah, most people were very emo, so they didn't want to play Dota.
That's the thing. Like, what happened back then? So it was like the situation was you were there as a standby team, basically.
We were a backup team, just in case one team couldn't make it, and then we would just fill in. In this case, it was MUFC because one of the players couldn't make it, and then they just decided we took over the entire spot.
So now you're actually a team that's going to be participating in the official qualifiers for it. Everything's on the table.
Well, last year we were too, but yeah, again.
Oh, again. But everything's on the table this time. So are you feeling confident now that you got the whole crew together here? Going into it?
Confident, I'm not sure. If we had like 2 more weeks, I'd say yes, but we don't, so I'm not sure.
You're not trying not to think about the time too much?
Nah, it's like we have so much to work on as players, so these qualifiers will be very, very hard.
Just out of curiosity, like what's the biggest thing you think you guys need to work on as a team right now?
Individual skill for sure.
Individual skill?
Yeah.
All right. So what does that entail?
Laning phase, like if you play 1 versus 1, like how do you do? It's just that simple. Some matchups are supposed to win, some matches are supposed to lose. We sometimes have matchups that lose that are supposed to win, you know, so, it's just those little things that can change the game completely, just from one player.
And you have other tournaments that are coming up as well now.
Yeah, we have the Curse tournament, there's like some big point battle or something, like some small things.
So just to get your opinion on the matter, do you think tournament games are equal or better to regular scrims as far as practice concerns?
Tournament games are always better practice if the teams are strong. The thing with many tournaments is that there's a lot of trash teams before you reach like the last 2 rounds or something.
Do you think you get worn out before you get to those teams? Is
No,
that the
it's not that you get worn out. It's just not very efficient. You spending your time. It's like you spend like 6 hours beating some, you know, random 5 players that
You can
could
say
have
scrubs.
just whatever. Yeah, it's just a big waste of time when you could have been scrimming like mouse or whatever, you know.
Yeah, you guys played Empire recently. That went well.
Oh, we played Empire yesterday.
Scrims.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay games. Could be
Okay.
better, but still better than usual.
Progress. All right. So before we wrap this up, I asked the same question to Waga. I'm going to ask you. Can you sum yourself up for us in one phrase?
Sum myself up in one phrase.
If you had to describe yourself to somebody in one phrase, what would you say?
Just fucking retarded. That's all, man.
Awesome.
I'm a fucking retard.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.